Oh, hello there, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation. Welcome to yet another Coffee Break with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the Anomalous broadcast with Dr. Sherman. I, of course, am said Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director of Site 42. I am here, as always, during these office hours and coffee breaks, to answer your queries about the SCP Foundation, whether it be about the anomalies we contain, the staff members who do the containing, the outside anomalous entities that are hypothetically could be contained by us from other, say, fandoms or canons or universes, and finally, the groups of interest that rival us in thought and action regarding to how to deal with the anomalous. Now, looking in the chat, Field Shard, Hunter Parker, Godless Zone, Light Sieve, Falling Leaves, Lonely Echoing Void, Junior Researcher SCP, Dr. Puppeteer. Good to see you all in the chat. Thank you for being members. And Lone Opal, Cole E.T., and Dr. Singer, welcome to chat just for being you. As you can see in the description of this stream, in the title, the consequences of yesterday's events were both terrible and adorable. They were terrible because, in case you were not here for yesterday's stream, we were assaulted, in the senses, by someone giving SCP-789, codename the Butt Ghost, the ghost that lives in a toilet and tries to eat your butt, and they gave this Butt Ghost SCP-420-J, the Good. Amber, good to see you in the chat for just a moment. Hope you're doing well. So, after 789-J, the Butt Ghost, coughed some of that good up, it invaded all of the pipes and sinks and toilets in Site 42, leaving the entire site, shall we say, incapacitated at a higher elevation than normal. And so, we're all feeling a little bit out of it today, but we're recovering. We're fine. We're fine. We've all had plenty of coffee. In fact, my coffee, my espresso lemonade is right here, and that is how we will caffeinate and hydrate and make it through another day of testing. So, also, you may see the thumbnail where Junior Researcher Sally drew an adorable image of Dr. Sherman, myself, wearing a hypothetical Snorlax onesie and hanging out with a couple of Snorlaxes sleepily. The Snorlaxi, of course, being the best Pokemon. No one can debate that with me. And so there was a bright side to the horror that took place yesterday. Now, and we can all thank Junior Researcher Sally for the adorable art in the thumbnail. Now, at this point, I asked for a time check, which is a good thing to ask for. Today's coffee break we are only 4 minutes into the stream, and we are going for 1 hour and 4 minutes from this point. 1 hour and 4 minutes from this point. So we are hanging out here for that time. I'm here to answer your questions. Reminder that while we are in the field, it is very difficult for me to see donations that are less than $5. They get shunted to another menu that I have to manually go to. So I will be checking that menu periodically. I will try not to miss your donations, and I do appreciate them. If I am a little delayed in finding them, that's why, and I apologize in advance. Now already I do see someone did that, so let me check that real quick. Kyla, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a 5-hour energy on your way past the commissary. Hi, hope you're having fun. Oh, we're doing good right now. And Kyla, thank you for donating again very quickly. Hyper from the Good now. Whee! Oh, the Good does not do that to me. It in fact puts me to sleep. That is why yesterday's stream was a little, shall we say, loopier than yesterday. Junior Researcher SCP, yes, Site 42 is safe to return to at this point. You will not be inebriated by the effects of the anomaly today. We have vented. We're not sus about it, but we did vent. HRS 1917, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a Red Bull on your way past the commissary. Would Star and Stripes from My Hero Academia survive 106? Well, I would need to do Stars and Stripes as a check. Let me see what we've got. What is a Stars and Stripes? Stars and Stripes, MHA. Also known as Star and Stripe, Kathleen Bate. #1 hero of the United States of America. Do, what does she do? What is her quirk? Do. The strongest woman around. Quirk allowed her to set a rule onto her surroundings, allowing her to manipulate and bestow new properties onto herself and the world around her. In order to activate her quirk, she had to first make physical contact with the target and speak its name, and then explain the rule she wished to impose. She could only impose 2 rules at any given time. And fly power to the limit, meaning that the user's body has reached the limit, the powerful can win the court will be able to save them. So New Order was able to save Kathleen from Tomura's decay, with the quirk only being able to delay it at best. And so what is her quirk? This says former quirk. I don't know what the actual quirk is. This is not doing a good job of explaining the scenario. I will say that 106 is extremely durable. It has acid touch, and it can go through walls and take you into a pocket dimension. And based on New Order, I feel like this character should be able to evade 106 effectively, if not defeat it. But I don't know what its new quirk is. What's its new quirk? It's not saying much here, but yeah, I think that goes close enough to reality bending that is, I think 106 would have trouble with Stars and Stripes. That is my guess. Now, I see some donos came in while I was researching, so let me get to those real quick. Dr. Puppeteer, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a hot toddy on your way past the commissary. Have you seen or heard of Dr. Nowhere's characters, mostly the boiled one? I've heard a little bit. The boiled one is very popular in the, analog horror scene. I almost said ARG scene, but that's kind of almost similar. So I've heard a little bit about it here and there. I've seen some, the game theorists talking about it, so to speak. And so that is where I'm at. Well, everyone's changing their name on me today. Fallen Libra, as in Aether. Okay, so you'll go by Fallen Libra here instead. Gotcha. Thank you for your first donation, Fallen Libra. Grab yourself as well as being a member, make sure to grab yourself a rock star on your way past the commissary. Hey Doc, if you're wondering, I'm still Aether. I changed up my tag for Site 42. Things in heavy containment are going well at the moment. Abel is wandering around for a bit. It's staying in line of sight. Well, that's good news. I like Abel not effing things up, but instead just wandering the wing a little bit calmly. Keep it calm. That's all that matters. Rose Hill, thank you for your first donation to the Site 42 coffers of the day. Make sure to grab yourself a monster on your way past the commissary. An energy drink, not like a creature. A Monster brand energy drink. I gotta be clear with you guys. Chaos Insurgency is trying to breach 076 again. Well, Fallen Libra, that's on you, because you're with Abel right now anyways. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Naruto running hyper style. Unstoppable! Someone slow them down. We can't have them bouncing off the walls. Frogman, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a full throttle on your way past the commissary. 2747647. Why is 5 afraid of 7? 5317. Fifth day shun. I'm just gonna screen cap this so I can save that for later. Bing. There. Because that's your 2747 reading rec list. Got it. It is clipped. If Dinos69, for some reason, everyone's name is different here today. I see by your thumbnail that you are SCP-729-J, but for some reason, everyone's handles are different today. I wonder, did something happen? Not a big deal, I guess, but I'll do my best. If I don't recognize you, it's because all of your names have seemingly changed tags for some reason. Some of you on purpose and some of you by accident. Like Frogman, you're Frogman57-W10 now. Kyla Toyomitsu, you are now Kyla_Predacon. Obviously, Aether said they changed their name. Dr. Puppeteer is now just Dr. Puppeteer. That might be on purpose. Kyla, thank you for donating again, and you're stuck in the vent. Who could have told you that running around all crazy was a bad idea? Certainly not me, the expert on why it's a bad idea. So what do I do? I'm changing PFP soon too. Rosehill, thank you for donating again. Honestly, I don't know. I do not know how the titling system works here, how you can change your username and your channel name, because I just have, my name is Site42. It's just, you know, the channel name. I never change it for anything. Like a silent follower, I see you as Lonely Echoing Void right now. And so I'm not sure what's the deal here. Curiouser and curiouser. Hang on, I think I know the reason. It's our ats, not our display names. Avari, you're probably right. But I'm not sure why it would be why I would be seeing ats instead of user handles today. I didn't change anything on my end to make that happen. Insane Idiot, you are Rockster. I will try to remember these guys. I know your names and profile pictures, and some of you, I see your profile pics, and that's making it easier. Godless Zone, I see you and thank you for being a member, and I'm trying to remember what username goes to that profile picture right now. I feel like it's Junior Researcher Alex, maybe? Yeah, Dr. Scott Jones. YouTube snatched your names. YouTube is in league with those who live in the woods with no name. It is, oh, this is interesting. Kyla Predacon, thank you for donating again. I'm just gonna call you Kyla. It's Dusty, just found a bunny man. Oh no. Oh, they're in the vents. They are sus in the vents. I'm guessing you're Chest to Factory, but your name came in as @MinecraftChest2, buddy. Christy Blask, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a full throttle on your way past the commissary. How far have we traveled into SCP-002? Well, if I remember correctly, SCP-002 is a single room, so it's not exactly deep. It's not difficult to go into because it's very, just a room, I believe. Yeah, it's a low rent, 1-bedroom apartment. So it's not exactly an exploratory log, for instance. So yeah, I think we've pretty thoroughly explored it. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. Know about the Able situation. Ah, I see, that's what you meant. In this case, what I would say is that Fallen Libra has it on hand, because they are with Able right now. They are watching the site. I can still see that you're a 729-J, so at least your profile picture tells me what's going on. Thank you for donating again. YouTube is drunk. It changed my name without permission. Yeah, I see that. I don't know what's up with this right now. Netflix problems, Latin historian, and Alistair 1933. Welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Sally is lost. I recognize that username. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you for the adorable thumbnail. Something virus says you're fairly recognizable, and I think that's Dr. Kami's profile picture. Frogman, Sherman, for your information, read the comments on 6747 and Recovered Media, Hard-Boiled Adventures of Murphy Law. Well, I will for sure find any tale regarding Murphy Law for funsies. That's definitely happening. Let's get that back in line. I took another scream cap. YouTube is drunk. It should go back to sleep. They had their own 420-J issue, I see. Ha ha ha, I have the same name as my handle. Hunter Parker, good. Thank you for being a member and congratulations on being unaffected. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Springtrap invent, he's smelly funny. Well, that's not the one I expected. Nor do I want it in the vents. Drive it to a security team. Just drive it to the security team break room. It'll be really funny. Springtrap will fall through the vents, and then all the security guys will go, huh? It'll be a whole thing. Now I'm getting back into the chats where you guys are talking about YouTube stealing your names and trying to figure out who everyone is. Are you guys seeing the same names that I'm seeing, by the way? Or are you guys seeing your regular names? Where's Desk? Dr. Singer, I have not heard from Desk this morning, meaning I'm of the belief that the SCP-420-J has not left his system yet. Dr. Puppeteer, thank you for donating again. Out of character, I'm going to change my PFP someday to my drawing of Dr. Puppeteer so you'll know what she looks like. Good luck. Make it happen. Make more art. That's awesome. On it. Mwahaha. Thank you, Kyla, for both donating again and for following orders. We'll get that serial killer rabbit yet. Smallish Gamer, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. What is going on? For some reason, YouTube has decided to steal everybody's display names today. So everyone's name in the chat looks like their @handles instead. And so I'm trying to identify people by how close their display name is to their @ as well as their profile pictures. It is chaos. The Dr. Sherman streams always free me from my doom scrolling. Bombas ADHD, I am happy to hear it. We are here to center you, to focus you, to bring you back to the world. Zeerdrum, scream if you're here. Indeed. Mitsuba Simp, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a highball on your way past the commissary. Not an alcoholic beverage like a highball. We are at work right now. No, I mean the energy caffeinated water brand. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Laughs at guards yelling and aiming at Spring Tap. Get vented, foolish bunny. I love it when a plan comes together. All right, I finally made it to the bottom of the chat again, and I've got all donations seemingly read. So we are back to normal parlance at this point. What shall I draw, Dr. Sherman? I want to draw. Maybe-haps you ought to draw a meeting between Murphy Law, SCP-3143, and Jeff, SCP-008-J. I think if Murphy Law and Jeff ever met, it would be a pretty funny get-together. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. Out of character, Dr. Halo OC happens to be able to throw people. Well, I guess I don't trust people as far as I can throw them, but you might. SCP-729-J. Thank you for donating again. Because YouTube changed my name, I can sneak into Site 42 without your security knowing who I am. Really? Is that what you think? Do you think it will be that easy? Somehow I doubt this. Dragon Viv, I want to donate, but I'm broke. Hey, that is life for a lot of people in the Broke Gang. I am a longtime member of the Broke Gang, up and down. And so I understand, and while I do appreciate the direct donations a lot, I mean, it's helping us to make bigger and better things every day as we find the mythical land of financial security. In the meantime, if you are a subscriber of Site 42, if you're liking the stream, if you are watching, if you are subscribed and sharing our videos, then you are a member of Mobile Task Force Site 42, codename the Signal Boosters. And as long as you're helping me to spread the SCP Foundation community, support the authors and the artists and the staff of the wiki and the game devs and film devs and other artists involved in the SCP sphere, if you're helping me signal boost that, then you are doing enough. And I appreciate you greatly because it takes all kinds. We're like a D&D party. And yes, you've got your bards who come up here and yap and build morale and help the team by supporting. Then you've got your warriors out there in the front lines. Then you got your clerics who do the healing. Your party needs all types. It can't all be the money guys. It can't all be the art guys. It's got to be balancing your team. So you're a part of the team, and we appreciate you regardless. Kyla, thank you for donating again. I may have snagged Springtrap's knives. Totally not making a trap near the butt ghost. Are you trying to... It is a ghost, so knives are not going to hurt the butt ghost. Are you trying to lay a trap for people who want to talk to the butt ghost? That's our researchers usually. I don't want our researchers getting stabbed with knives, especially dirty knives from a corpse rabbit. So please don't do whatever you're planning to do here. Silent Follower, thank you for donating for the first time today's stream as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a Frappuccino on your way past the commissary. The Queen of Chaos by Rocket Penguin will fit the chaos that's happening right now. Chaos. Indeed. I'm not familiar with that song though. Emil Campos, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Go grab yourself just a straight up shot of espresso on your way past the commissary. What if SCP-682 got face hugged by the xenomorphs? I do believe 682's adaptivity would allow it to either digest the face hugger biological material rather than being exploded, or worst case scenario, if it did get chest bursted, it would still heal and recover. So face huggers are not going to stop 682. It's just a matter of, can the 682, will the brood come forth or will the brood be devoured? Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. Out of character, she does it for funny moments, but she's human. Well, yes, some humans can throw humans. That is a commonplace material. Black Phoenix, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a cappuccino on your way past the commissary. We were able to contain SCP-173, but we lost a lot of security personnel. The site wants to promote me to level 2 because I'm one of the few survivors. Should I expect the promotion? That kind of battlefield promotion is only if we don't have any other soldiers, so we need to move you up because you are now the most experienced. I mean, is it that? Are we that low on recruits right now? Do we need to have another recruiting drive? I'd say you got a 50-50 shot at best. Sometimes they might just try to be puffing up your ego. Kyla, thank you for donating again. They won't give it good anymore. Wahahaha. They still need to be able to run tests, though. That test was not a good idea, admittedly, although it was kind of a fun time. But yes, they still need to test it, so I still deny what you're doing is a good idea. Night Steve, enemy of the day Steve. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a macchiato on your way past the commissary. Hey, I've been thinking about a question for a while. Would SCP-682 be chill if you just shoved it into a dead universe, since no humanity would be present there? I mean, on one hand, I imagine it would, because it doesn't like life, and so it would be happy if everything was gone. But I also assume that it would get annoyed that life existed in nearby universes, and it would try to get to them, because it is also, if nothing else, a bastard. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. Also, would Beta 7 be deployed for a 610 outbreak? Oh, I've got the Mobile Task Force roster right here. Congratulations. So, before I answer that, let me double check here. All right, 610 is not listed on the Mobile Task Force database. Now, Maz Hatters would not be a bad idea, but it is wholly possible that we have another, I believe we have a dedicated group for that one. No, not 6101, although that is a fun article. I want 610. Doot doo doot doo 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 doo. Doot doo doot doo ba doo ba doot doo doo. Doot doo doo doot doo doot doo doo ba doo ba doo doo. Initial discovery, manned exploration. That would be level 5. Sent to the tunnels, best camp, 2 research teams, infection, assault teams. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. Weird that it's not listing who we sent in there. I would have assumed we had an assigned crew for that. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Maz Hatter since it's a biological hazard, and that's better than the nothing listed here. So I'll go with that. SCP 729-J. Thank you for donating again. Should I get a promotion? No! Kyla, thank you for donating again. Planning to draw own SCP character with Dr. Sherman lacks. Oh, okay, in the Pokemon Dr. Sherman universe, I see. Black Phoenix, thank you for donating again. What are the qualifications to move up to the mobile task force from security personnel? I want to help the Foundation even more. So, stationary task forces and security forces are armed from our barracks. They are in here, and they are dealing with interior organizational issues, as well as the expectation that there may be a breach in their facility, which means they will have to deal with multiple anomalies at once. Whereas mobile task forces are focused on tactics, going after one specific anomaly usually, or an exploration. So, honestly, I think you have a harder job as a site security personnel, because the odds of things getting hairy, it's more like if you're a security force in site, you are less likely to have a problem, but when you do, the problem's going to be worse. Meanwhile, if you are going into the field, then that means that you are more likely to see action, but only one thing at a time. So honestly, I'm not sure how security is going to make that a recommendation. I would talk to a mobile task force captain to answer that. Desk has made it to the chat. Good morning. And yes, we do not know if the broken names is a permanent or a temporary thing. We are quite confused here. Chaos abounds. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Here's Guard screaming. Think Springtrap is doing the killing. Well, obviously he's gonna try and do some it's gonna do some killing. I forget. It was a human, now it's an anomaly. It would do some killing, but our security forces are very well trained, so they'll handle it. Some losses are acceptable. We understand this as being part of the Foundation. W Victory Friday. Hell yes, W Victory Friday. Where did your name go? I was going to call you out, but then it disappeared. Diamond Tran. Yes, W for Victory Friday. I hope you guys have had a victorious week. And as always, let's find the wherewithal of good things that we did this week, no matter how small, even if it's just surviving. Sometimes just surviving's a victory. And we can use that to fuel next week being a better week. Dr. Sherman, do you know Elemental Steve? Can he be an anomaly? Amy, I do not know what an Elemental Steve is. Is this a Minecraft Steve thing? Is this a version of Minecraft Steve? I am well confused. Let me just Google Elemental Steve and see what I find. Elemental Steve is a major character in the Steve cinematic universe. What in tarnation? So it is a Minecraft thing, okay. While I'm looking that up, Kyla, thank you for donating again. Knock Springtrap out with a crowbar, Bad Bunny Man. Yes, Knock the thing out. Great, love that. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. That's it. Throws a Chaos Insurgency member. Yes! Yes! You're doing violence against the correct people! I appreciate your vigor! Black Phoenix, thank you for donating again. Then I shall stay on site and serve the Foundation of Humanity. It's a better fit for my talents and my ability to think fast in the event of an outbreak. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Insight, plus then you're protecting the researchers, which is very important. Desk, we have not done gay homework yet. In fact, we are coming up to halfway through the stream, which means it's about time for gay homework. Getting close. Feels, thank you for donating. Second time? First time? I don't remember. Grab some coffee at the commissary either way. Someone should probably tell Quite to come get his husband, Springtrap. Well, I just saw a video from Quite recently that was interesting. I'm not a Quite viewer overall. In fact, I first heard of Quite during the drama. The quite bad drama that ended up taking down Containment. So I did not know about Quite until that drama. I'm happy that they proved their not badness, and woof, that was a whole thing. So, Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. Make me mad and you're next. Try me, Dr. Sherman. Hey, I didn't say anything. I'm not here to go for a flight. All right, if I've covered all the donos up to now, we will switch over to the gay homework. Rose Hill, I missed this dono because it was less than $5, but I found it now. Thank you for donating again. Can I throw someone out a window? I guess that was the Chaos Insurgency. That's awesome. Keep it up. And there's one more I missed. And I saw that one, I just didn't mark it. Kyla, thank you for donating again. You can hit that stupid rabbit zombie thing as much as you want. I approve as long as you don't destroy it, because I want it in a containment cell so we can study it. I've heard something about this remnant that could be very, very interesting to our research. All right, so the time check. Chaos Goblin Dogs, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for being a member. Do not forget Elemental Steve. Before I go to gay homework, I need to do that. I have it pulled up. What does Elemental Steve do? And Amy, were you asking if it could be an SCP? Because the answer is no, because it's outside of the SCP universe. So that is clearly just, it's not an SCP, but it could be anomalous. I'm just checking on what it is. We don't need intense music for talking about Elemental Steve. Time Steve and Galaxy Steve, the keeper of space and the in-between, the dimension created by Elemental that exists in between all the others, hence the name. Void Arc, Kingdom Arc, Demon Arc, Shadow Arc, Final Arc. Teleportation, very annoying to contain. Lightning, dimensional travel, affecting connections between dimensions, summoning spheres of elements, manipulating matter. So, yeah, it's not easily containable unless we're doing the cheat God mode or Scranton reality anchors, because teleporters are such a pain. Oh, wow. Kyla, thank you for donating again, and continue beating that rabbit's butt with violence. Dr. Puppeteer, thank you for donating again. Out of character, I'm going a bit mad. I don't know if I should make Dr. Puppeteer lesbian or bisexual. Help. I suggest you write that into your character's story. I say, ¿por qué no los dos? Why not both? You could have the character working through that in real time. It could be part of their arc. It could be an interesting thing that complicates any romantic storylines they get into. I think you've got a blessing there. Fallen Libra, thank you for donating again. Holds up a radio that's blasting Indestructible by Disturbed while following Abel. Okay, yeah, between Rose Hill throwing the CI around and Abel in a bad mood, I would love to see the CI obliterated. Okay, everyone, it is now gay homework time. Gay homework time. Welcome to the Site 42 Pride Month recommendation of the day. Did you do your gay homework from yesterday? Your gay homework being UIU file 1993-273. First of all, silly boy, yes. I read a bit about the UIU and man, they sound useless, yes. The UI useless is both an apt nickname and it's just an apt nickname. And so, when I see you saying that you think victim 8 is a liar, and so I'm going back into here because I remember an interview with victim 8. So my thing about victim 8 is victim 8 was super talkative in a way that was very, like, it's the one thing I didn't particularly like about the article. I thought their speech was over the top. Now, do you guys think that victim 8, as in the actual killer, as in the person who made Farnsworth, is that what you guys are saying? Desk, I saw you saying that the Discord thinks that victim 8 is the actual killer. So you think they're the one that made Farnsworth. Interesting. I did not consider that when I read it, but that's an interesting interpretation. I wonder if, the thing is, I don't know if they're lying or not. You guys are very convinced. But, there is this pacification field that the UIU claims that it has, which could just be a made-up thing that victim 8 said, as the only person who survived the encounter. It also could just be the UIU not understanding a good mimetic field. It could just be the UIU being useless. Now, overall, this is a brand new article. It was posted for Pride Fest. It was yesterday's Pride Fest article recommendation from the wiki as well. And in that case, I wanted to bring it to your attention because, number one, we haven't done a UIU file this month. And so as we're getting close to the end of the month, I'm making sure to get all the last fun things in before we end our Pride Month recommendations. And so the UIU was on the docket. On top of which, I like this one for everybody who complains that Pride Month and LGBTQ people writing for the wiki is too on the nose and it's it's too in their face, blah, 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 you're shoving it down my throat. This, I'm being honest, I could barely tell what this was about. I had some fuzzy hypothesis about how this linked to Pride Month, but I actually asked the author to be like, hey, can you tell me a little bit about why this was your Pride Month story? Because I only sort of get it. Regular Sherman is cishet and kind of a bonehead, a theater school dropout. So I got to think about my stories like that. Hey, give me a second. Desk. They did not sew up his butthole, okay? That's not what they did. What they did is they hid the stitching of the flesh expertly around the butthole and the navel and the other place. There were 3 locations. They hid the stitching much better than Farnsworth could because Farnsworth is an amateur. And the fact that the person who made Farnsworth is such a better craftsman is the hook that there is a bigger story to be told. And as Joe's Milk points out, Farnsworth being a victim was a crazy plot twist. I love the foreshadowing throughout the article. See, that I liked a lot. I liked the fact that it turns out Farnsworth was a victim of a much more competent anomalous doll maker, essentially, and that Farnsworth was therefore trying to make more of itself to relate to somebody that it doesn't understand. Desk, what was that one line that you really, really liked from it? The one line that you were like, ooh, this hits really hard. And while I'm waiting for the chat to catch up so I can see what Desk says about that. And while I'm waiting for that, I love your shirt and how are you doing? Light Warden, thank you very much. I haven't worn this shirt before. I think I got it as a present. Or I bought it at a vintage store. It's been a while. I don't remember where I got it, but thank you for enjoying it. Well, anyways, when I talked to the author, oh, here we go. Des says, I heard that when you love someone, it touches them deep in their heart. I think I did it wrong. That is really tricky about utterly not being able to relate to people. And that is what Poofy told me in a very pointed way, something that I had a hazy idea with. Because when I asked the author, and I'm pulling it up now, I said, I had a question, what was this about, what was the themes, how did it fit Pride Month, because I have a general idea. I think othering and curiosity are the essence of adolescent homosexuality personally. Until you know another gay person, any attraction to men is through this bizarre lens of alienated investigation. I find the violent endpoint of what starts as intervenable alienation and asocial tendencies existentially troubling when I compare it to my own childhood. A lot of the services that guided me through my tumultuous upbringing have only come to exist fairly recently. Yeah, going through the I don't know what you're doing and no one else can talk to me about what I'm going through is existentially terrifying. I find that idea horrible to think about going through, and I'm sorry for people who that's their life. Wait, did anybody see Amber? Amber was here for a split second very early in the stream, but they had to go. So, before I get back to reading the donos that have come in since I started gay homework, obviously, I have to give you today's gay homework. And you were not making it through Pride Month without the pride and joy of raunchy, stupid, silly Foundation researcher antics. For today, you have to read 2 short stories. Now, if you are of age and maturity to read them, if you are not in age and maturity to read these articles, then do not do it. This is for adult stuff. Desk, you're right on the mark. You know it, Desk. I want you, for gay homework, to read Second Date and Third Date. I want you to read Second Date and Third Date. If you go through the rest, that's fine. That's on you. It's all very funny, but it is so many dick and sex jokes. It is so many dick and sex jokes. Be warned, it's very immature dick and sex jokes. Second Date and Third Date, which are part of the ship in a bottle canon, otherwise known as Bottle Dick. And that is your gay homework for today. Pum 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 pum. 10 gifted memberships, and Desk will do a short stream to read Second and Third Date after we finish. 20 gifted memberships, and he will read them as Clef. Well, Clef is the star, so That sounds fun. All right, now I've got a line of donos to catch up on real quick, and our time check is 18 minutes left in stream. So time check 18 minutes. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. I don't care, force feed CI a rat. That seems a little overboard, but okay. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Throw a spring trap at Corp Guard. Say hello to my rotten friend. Hey, okay, what? Let's not harm any site security here. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. That's not what I expected to hear. Holding a rat. Violence, you guys are so violent today. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Use a spring trap as a throwing weapon at Corp Guards. Rotten attack. At least take it and throw it at the CI. The CI deserve it. Junior Researcher Caroline, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself one of those caffeinated lemonades on your way past the commissary. Hey, higher up sent me to you for my next assignment. Do you have an assignment or something I can take off your hands? I'm eager to be of use. Can you clean up the mess that either Kyla or Rose Hill are making right now? We just need some hands to move bodies at this point. Christy Blask, thank you for donating again. Could the Builder Bear use 682's flesh to make an indestructible teddy bear? I hate that. I hate that you had that idea. I don't want that to exist anywhere on the stream of the world's existence. Has 682 ever met 1048? Please say no, please say no, please say no. Well, I don't see a canon meetup, thankfully. But I don't know that 682 would give its living flesh to another entity to make a part of it like that. I mean, maybe it hates life enough to let that happen, if it knew that it would be allied with it. Oh, I hate this hypothetical. I hate it a lot. Joe's Milk, thank you for gifting one Site42 membership. If you got that membership, make sure to thank Joe's Milk. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. I like force feeding people rats. It's an interesting hobby you got there. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Yes, throw them at the CI. Good work. Dr. Travis, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself one of those dragon fruit caffeinated drinks at the commissary. Hello, what I miss? Well, we've all had our usernames stolen by YouTube and the Fae, so nobody's username is correct right now. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. Consistently more rats just cuz. I guess it's fun to have a special interest. Meanwhile, yes, Dr. Travis, also, we just did gay homework, which probably, there we go. Desk posted and I am pinning. Hello, people, real question, is SCP-1025 Book of Common Diseases, is it what? There's not more to that question. There needs to be some more. Hey guys, I drew Dr. Sherman. It's on a YouTube post. Site42 is tagged. Because I'm in the field, I cannot easily check that right now. I apologize. But if you send a link to desk, maybe I can peek at it. Oh my flipping god, hi boss, I am so sorry for not being in stream for so long. I've been busy and stressed. In case you forgot, it's Dr. Nikita and I was on stream a lot. Long time no see. Well, hello Dr. Nikita. It's also because nobody's usernames are live right now. So I do not know who anybody is in the chat. It's very confusing. I recognize some profile pics but not others. And we're all doing our best to get by today. But good to have you back in the stream, y'all. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again, and just keep enjoying the rat attack. Kyla, thank you for donating again, and I guess Springtrap woke up and is attacking the CI. At least the target's fine by me. Dr. Silly, good choice finding some makeup gay homework since you can't do the one I recommended. I appreciate your candor and good choices. Any Doctor Who fans here? I had a hyperfixation with the newer episodes before. 11th Doctor and 12th are my favorites. Joe's Milk. The Doctor is an irritating anomaly who will not stay in a containment cell and annoys the ever-loving hell out of me. One day we will contain it. I will find a way. Also, I'm a Christopher Eccleston fan myself. Fantastic. Would SCP-939 and 682 be friends? 682 does not make friends, it kills. So it would not like a 939, it would just eat it. Do you know how many SCP-001s there are? Not off the top of my head, but I mean, we could just check the database. That database information is there. Nope, that's not the database. SCP-001 page. And while that's loading, Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. I got called an anomaly because I keep spawning rats. Well, yeah, that would make you anomalous. Yes, indeed. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Springtrap lost an arm. I got it. Keep it in a box. We can do some research with that. We don't need to give it back to that entity. We can keep that. It'll be fun. All right, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Ah! 61 of them. 61 SCP-001s. Okay, where was I? I see some new donos came in. I see the gay homework is so peak. You are correct. It is quite funny and immature, and I do like a little silliness in my Foundation stories once in a while. And tomorrow we'll talk more about it, and I'll tell you why I assigned it, but I'm going to save that for tomorrow. Rose Hill, thank you for donating again. But I attacked the CI, aren't I good? Yes! Yes, I did not say anything wrong with that since you're using your rats for good purposes. Kyla, you donated again, thank you. It moves on its own. Then put it in a box. Lock that box. Selma, thank you for your gifting a Site 42 membership. If you get that membership, then make sure to thank them for their donated, Friendly Neighborhood donated membership. On top of which, what was I gonna say? I had something here. Where is my mind? Oh yes, so that means 8 more donated memberships for Desk to read the gay homework on stream after we're done. And as a time check, we are 7 minutes from stream ending. We have more likes than viewers. Dr. Singer, you are correct. You have successfully made more likes than viewers in the stream. Congratulations. And remember, with 7 minutes left on the clock, you could feasibly make it double. So continue hitting that like button, people. I believe in your skills, chat. Dr. Sherman, remember the Snorlax beanbag from yesterday's stream? I found one. Do you mean the one I showed off? The one that's like I forget, Squishmallow? Or do you mean like the full honkin' Snorlax beanbag chair? Because I haven't found a good one of those on Etsy or anything that's in good enough condition to merit buying, but I want to find one day. Rosehill, thank you for donating again. So would I be a safe class? Because you are a sentient anomaly, you have to be Euclid. You could speak, you can move around, you could try and escape. Therefore, you are Euclid by default. Kyla, thank you for donating again. It likes Stabby, yay new friend. Godless Zone, you found the whole honking beanbag on Amazon? That's incredible. I need to check and see if I can find one of my own. Might be about time for me to make that dream come true. Enderwolf Gaming, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself an iced chai on your way past the commissary. Good afternoon, Dr. Sherman. Good afternoon to you too. Math Ghost, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a latte on your way past the commissary. Do you have a list of the recommended gay homeworks from the streams? For Victory Friday, I got my first testosterone shot yesterday. Well, congratulations on your epic victory. Meanwhile, I don't actually have a list. I would have to go back through the streams and compile one because I went by shooting by the hip for this whole thing. We are unprepared and just flying by. Meanwhile, someone has been making a list, so maybe they'll post it out of luck. Rosehill, thank you for donating again. Okay, so can I throw the CI out a window now? I would love for you to defenestrate the CI agents. That would be fun for me, yes. Project Unfarmed, you are getting into what I'm going to talk about for gay homework tomorrow as to why I assigned this tale. But yes, you are correct that it was both of those. Those are true. Dr. Sherman, I tried rizzing up the Shy Guy SCP and I looked at its face and I told him it was beautiful. Now he's chasing me. You were using the right pronouns. You were saying it. And then you switched to he? You were so right. And then you were so wrong. Anomalies are not people. They are objects. I don't care if they're humanoid. I don't care if they're alive and thinking beings. They are anomalies. They are objects, not people. They are its, not he's, not she's. Please practice proper pronoun parlance protocols at the Foundation. Now it's chasing me. I think it's interested in me. What should I do? Well, if you can run fast enough to call a loved one and give them your last rites and say goodbye, that's about all you've got time for, I believe. Rosehill, thank you for donating again. Okay, throw CI out a window with more rats. Okay. Good to hear it. Kyla, thank you for donating again. Push a CI into an acid bin. I didn't do that. Well, it's a CI. I'm not worried about it. Jazz Funk, good to see you in the chat. Thank you for your first donation of today's stream, as well as being a member. Make sure to grab yourself a strawberry, one of the strawberry lemonades that has caffeine in it at the commissary. Dr. Sherman, I received a note regarding an anti-memetics division. This is odd, as I do not believe there is a department like that here. Please advise. So I believe you're correct. I don't think we have an anti-memetics division. But if there were an anti-memetics division, and if you were a fan of such a thing, you might want to know that a second edition of the novel, There Is No Anti-Memetics Division by Quantum, just got announced for pre-order by its publisher. I retweeted it on Twitter and Blue Sky, and so maybe I forgot to do it on Blue Sky. I need to check again. But it's on my Twitter, and so you can find in my tweets the link to the pre-order for this new edition of the novelization of There Is No Anti-Memetics Division. Quantum added some extra stuff. It's going to be cool. Make sure to get your copy. Not sponsored, just supporting an SCP author, by the way. In fact, I don't think that Quantum even knows I exist or acknowledges me, but that's okay. We don't need to know everybody. Whoa, wait, I came in right when you said something about pronouns. If an anomaly is a person, then they are not referred to as typical pronouns for living beings and instead go by it. Topaz, yes. Traditionally, in the Foundation's cold, not cruel mentality, part of what we do is dehumanize anomalies. We do not treat them like people, because if you have to treat them like people, then what you do to them is immoral. And so, people want to help the anomalies when they're being tested on in ways that are against the Geneva Conventions. People want to help the anomalies to escape because they miss their loved ones. Sometimes people fall in love and try to fraternize with the anomalies. And so we have to keep them on a steady diet of dehumanization from both for the anomaly's sake and for the staff's sake. That way, people don't get too friendly with them. Desk has decided, with the good grace of his deskness, that since I picked Clef articles for gay homework, that despite the membership donation limit not being reached here at the end of stream, he will still stream at the Desk SCP and read the gay homework, just because he's so excited about it. So you can go to the Desk SCP after I wrap up this wrap-up. Now, the wrap-up, because we're at the end here. Hey there! We are at the end of stream, everybody, and so at the end of stream, as always, I like to tell you my favorite SCPs. Not the SCPs I wrote, that would be cheating, but if you did want to see the SCPs I personally wrote, you could go to VSherm's author page and Site42 hub on the SCP Wiki. There you'll see all the SCPs I wrote, as well as contributed to in other ways like voice lines or sound effects, and you will see some direct donation links. You can become a Site42 patron. You can become a channel member. You can do a one-time donation through a super chat or a Ko-Fi. Any way you choose to help out the Site42 cause in this manner, we greatly appreciate your help. It helps us keep the team running. We got our editors. We got Desk on moderation. We're doing our best. Rose Hill, thank you for donating mid-outro. So I'm going to be called It until I say so. All anomalies are its, unless there are very, very special circumstances as to why we shouldn't. Oh shit, then according to a story of mine, another reality, my dead body would be referred to as an it, which makes sense-ish, lol. That's right, Topaz. All right, continuing on. So, remember that even if you can't donate to Site42 directly, if you are watching this stream, if you are liking it, if you are sharing us around, if you are subscribing, you are helping us in the algorithm, which means you are a member of Mobile Task Force Sci-42. Codename the Signal Boosters. Our mission, to boost SCP authors who might be selling books SCP filmmakers, SCP game devs, SCP animators. All these things we can do to boost the community, because the more artists get supported by the SCP community, the more they'll want to come back, even though we're Creative Commons. It's a community effort, and we're all in this together. And Mobile Task Force Psi-42, codename Signal Boosters, I appreciate your support. Dr. Travis, thank you for donating right in the middle of the ending, as well as you, Rose Hill. I can throw you, just so you know. I'm sure you can. I will stay far away. Thank you for donating again, though. And so, without further ado, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and with a big trigger warning, SCP-8980. That's a rough one. Speed round, 3999-3043-008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, 8980 with a trigger warning on the last one. Don't forget to do your gay homework, which is the tale's second date and third date on the SCP Wiki, part of the Ship in a Bottle canon. Silent Follower, thank you for donating again. I'm going to go finish writing this poem by Dr. Sherman Desk. Good luck with your poem writing. Love it when people are making good art. You can also go watch Desk read the gay homework, and so you can do a read-along at the Desk SCP on Twitch right after we end this stream. Site-42 staff, I am Dr. Theron Sherman. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well. Remember, right now, there are no plans for a second coffee break today. Someone asked. I believe that we are going to have this just the one. It was a little longer, though, so that was nice. Rose Hill, thank you for donating one more time right at the end. Be afraid there's going to be rats in your dorm later. Sorry, 1 second. Do 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 do. Kyla, thank you for a last-minute donation while I was doing some background stuff for Desk. Stinging off a CI arm. Goodbye, Dr. Sherman. Goodbye to you. So, with that, everyone, be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream. Can't see the stars, but we're reaching. Trying to get through the dark on a feeling. Lost our gravity, now we're weightless. Oh, but I know in my heart we can take this. Ooh, we got monsters in our closets. We had a reason, but we lost it. No direction. We've been calling through the night. Through the night. If love is a lie, then why do we need it? We swear we're alive, but we're falling to pieces. We fight like lions, we howl at the moon. We should be flying, instead we bury the truth. But I know inside we're beautiful creatures, beautiful. We're beautiful creatures. The credit song is Beautiful Creatures by Illenium. Beautiful Creatures by Illenium. Signing off.